Hey y'all, it's Lindsey. I am going to bring you with me today on a what I eat in a day on a Ketovore way of life. I qualify that as a high protein, low carb, moderate fat diet. This has been the way that I have been living life for the past several years. I was keto before that, trim healthy mama in the middle from, and before that. I've been through a lot of different ways of eating, and this one right now in this season of life has suited me very, very well. I am currently in the process of coming back from eating standard American diet or standard Scottish diet, since it was Scotland that really kind of didn't derail me, but that's where I veered off the path of a Ketovore way of life, as I have described it. I'm also going to be dialing back the volume of dairy I consume. For a while there, I was having loads of dairy, trying to get back to a just baseline keto way of eating. And now that I feel pretty solid, I'm going to scoot over to my more Ketovore way of eating, and I will be reducing the amount of dairy. We just got through with Easter. We just got through with my birthday. Anyway, I am on my third cup of coffee. I had my first cup this morning when I first woke up, and then had my second cup. I drank a little bit of that as I started to prepare breakfast. I made myself and my husband some egg omelets, some 3-egg omelets. My omelet had just 3 eggs, some Redmond salt, and a little bit of salsa, probably about 3 tablespoons of salsa. A little bit of it was in the middle, a little bit on top. That was quite tasty. I've had no other food since then. I am feeling hungry because that was around 7:30 and it is now 11:45. I would like to come up with something to eat, and I'm not sure what I want. I don't have any egg white bread right now. Maybe I need to make some of that, because I tell you what would hit the spot is a peanut butter jelly. Obviously, I can't do that right now. I think what I may do is we have some hot dogs that are pretty decent hot dogs. Oh, those have cheese in them. Stink. I don't know what I'm going to come up with, but we'll come up with something, and I will share that with you when I am ready to eat. I totally forgot. We have leftover Buffalo Wild Wings in the fridge from my birthday dinner. So I'm going to heat some of those up in my air fryer back here. And yeah, I don't know how many I'll eat though. We have the spicy garlic, we have some garlic parmesan, and some salt and vinegar left. Ooh, I think we might have Caribbean jerk. I know all of those are kind of like questionable, and I should probably have asked for just some plain wings so I could put my own salt on them or my own seasonings. Ooh, my sweet chili sauce would have been delicious on these, but alas, we went for simplicity, we went for ease, we went for less work. We had thought about doing steaks, but you know, it's hard to justify going to a restaurant and buying like a 12-ounce ribeye when you can go to the meat market and here in town and get, I don't know, like 4 pounds of ribeye for what it would cost you to do like 1.5 sit-down dinners with ribeyes that are not even a full pound. And I don't know. I love being in my kitchen. I love to make the things for myself, and steak is definitely one of those that I prefer to do for myself. Wings, on the other hand, I'm perfectly content to buy those from the places. Our favorite wings place here in town, they're usually closed on certain days of the week, and it's irritating when you want wings. So then you have to go to the B-dubs, but I've rambled on. Wings are out of the air fryer. I had, I don't remember how many, I think maybe 13 left over. So I'm having 7 right now with being so hungry. This is just some plain old water. And if I am still hungry after this, I will make a protein milk to chase this. I decided the wings, while delicious, were not sufficient. So I went ahead and spun up some of my cake batter ice cream. I keep intending to eat this as an evening snack. I mean, it's pure protein basically. And this batch I actually made with just some coconut milk. So It's not only dairy-free, it is nut-free. I did make the dairy-free version of this without any of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Stink, where is it? Whey protein powder, that's what I'm looking for. So I had eaten half of this, smoothed out the top, refroze it, thought I was going to eat it, but for like the past week or so, I have completely ignored it because the evening time, I just want something warm and comforting and wind up usually just having a cup of decaf coffee. So instead of trying to convince myself that I will eat this as an evening dessert, I'm just going to eat it right now because I will continue to leave it there and forget about it. Okay, off to eat this. We are having a clean out the fridge night as far as dinner is concerned. So I had two egg white bread rolls. I had made my egg white recipe and just kind of did them as rolls. Split them in half. One of the things I always do whenever I make the rolls is I flip the top to the inside because usually the top is sticky. I have not been able to make it not sticky, even with my desiccant packets, even with keeping it dried out as best as I can. It still gets a little bit tacky on top, and I don't care for that, so I flip over the inside, and then it's got some mayonnaise in there. I've got my recipe videos all over my channel for those. I've got some of the, it's the Hormel Natural Choice is what we love the best. So that is some of the, it's not hickory ham, it's smoked ham, that's what it is. And then some of the hard salami. And then these are leftover green beans from Easter. There's lots of bacon in here. Probably more bacon than green beans, if I'm being honest. And yeah, so that's going to be my dinner. And I will see you if I have anything more. I'm going to have some low-carb angel food cake. I made this for Easter and decided to use this as my birthday cake. It's a lot more dense than a traditional angel food cake, but it is delicious nonetheless. I'll try to remember to link my recipe video of making an angel food cake here on my channel. This I didn't follow exactly, but close enough for horseshoes. And then I did a little bit of what I'm calling a strawberry sauce, I guess. Frozen strawberries in a saucepan on a low heat with a little bit of allulose to sweeten it. I cooked that down, reduced it, and it's kind of more, not jelly, but definitely saucy. So that is what I'm going to have for dessert. Hello. It's the end of the night. We have the children off to bed. I just finished making a cup of decaf coffee. Love me some coffee. And I got to thinking about it while I was making things. After dinner was done and cleaned up, I spent time making more egg white bread, more mayonnaise, all of those things. I have videos. I'll link them, I think. And my battery is flashing at me. Yay. This is what we train for, spare batteries. Yay for having a backup battery. All right, I was trying to tell you about the fact that while I was making egg white bread and mayonnaise and just kind of like, you know, those little helpful prep type things, I was thinking through the reality that I didn't have anything to eat between lunch and dinner, which it was like a 6-hour time span, but it was still one of those things where you're like, really? Normally I do feel nausea in the afternoon, and I did feel nausea in the afternoon, but I just didn't act on it. We were, you know, doing a variety of little lesson work pieces that required more assistance from me than I anticipated them requiring, and yeah, and the 4-year-old was very not interested in having a nap. So we're in that phase of life right now. But, you know, in those moments of like feeling nausea, I was busy doing other things or managing the children or whatever the case may have been. But, you know, it was like, I didn't really have a snacky snack. And that just, I don't even know how to explain it. It didn't feel wrong. It just felt off. And I would really like to get back to not having to have snacks and that sort of thing. But that also means that I was probably lower on my protein target than I wanted to be. So, oh well, oh well, tomorrow's another day. And as predicted, I thought about it. Do I really want more ice cream? More of my dairy-free, creamy ice cream thing? And I was like, I'm really glad I ate that after lunch instead of choosing to have it after dinner, as like an evening snack, because honestly, all I want is coffee. I did spend pockets of time looking at espresso makers, espresso machines, perhaps. Like a lot of time. Those little moments like where you've got like 3 minutes here, 4 minutes there, and you're just like, espresso machine, what is the best? Or will one of those little like mocha pots work in order to give you kind of that espresso feel? And I don't know why I was feeling that way, because honestly, I'm perfectly content with the drip pot and the Keurig and the French press and just the variety of ways we can make coffee around here. Why am I all of a sudden just so focused on like espresso? In Scotland, instead of getting drip brew coffee, most places had like espresso and they could make it into an Americano. So I don't know, maybe I was just kind of missing, like feeling a little bit of a craving for the Americano, but regardless, I have talked on for far too long. That happens. I'm going to hang my hat right here. So if you are a returning viewer, I appreciate you so very much. If you are new around these parts, I would love for you to check out the stuff and the things, decide if it's for you, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I guess I will see you in the next one.